Hello everyone, welcome to Inside English and a new lesson. Today we are going to talk about 5 tips on how to understand fast spoken English. English learners often face the problem of how to understand fast spoken English. They are unable to understand what is being said on the screen. Like if I'm talking right now, I'm trying to talk a little bit fast, so it could be a challenge for some of you who are beginners. They're still learning English, and when someone is speaking English fast, it's a bit of a challenge. It is too hard, sometimes it's just crazy and you're unable to understand anything. Try, for example, to watch your favorite movie or show, TV show in English without translation or subtitles in your native language. And you will understand how frustrating it is for you because you are unable to understand anything. You're still a beginner and the people, the actors are speaking so fast. So it is not easy. So today we're going to talk about 5 tips. These tips are going to help you understand fast spoken English. So now let's go. But before I say anything, please, I just remember that I have to ask you to make a subscription. Subscribe to the channel and activate the ring bell so you get the latest from us. Now, let's go. Tip number 1, or the first secret on how to understand fast spoken English, is try to watch your movie or TV show, the one that you like. Try to watch something that you are familiar with. Or before watching your movie or TV show, watch it in your own native language first. So you have seen your favorite movie or favorite TV show in your native language, so you are familiar with it. Now you can go and watch it without subtitles or English subtitles, only English subtitles. So watch something that you are familiar with. If you have read a story, for example, and there is a movie based on that story, now you can watch the movie in English. This will help you understand most of the things that are happening in the movie because you are already familiar with it. If you have seen a movie in your own native language, you can watch it in English. It will be very easy. You will feel comfortable. You will not be shocked. You will not be unable to understand anything. No. You will be familiar with it. It will be easy to understand it. So watch a movie or a TV show that you are familiar with, something that you have read about before, something that you know the story that it is based on it. Okay? So watch something that you know, something that you have heard about before, something that you are familiar with, something that you maybe have seen in your native language first, so you are familiar with it. This will make you feel relaxed, comfortable, because you will understand most of the things already because you are familiar with it. And the other things that you have to guess, maybe you will try to guess based on the things that you understand, so it will be easy for you. So this is tip number 1. Try to watch something that you have seen before in your native language and you know it's a story, you know what's spoken about, so it will be easy for you to understand without translation or with only English subtitles. Secret number 2, instead of learning individual words, try to learn some common linking English, some common linking in English. By linking, I mean abbreviations or shortcuts, short forms. And we have talked about this before because if you want to understand spoken English, then you have got to be familiar with some shortcuts, some abbreviations, and some common linking in English. For example, well, I'm gonna leave. This means I am going to leave. I've just said I'm gonna leave, meaning I'm going to leave. So I'm gonna is short for I'm going to. I'm going to leave. So I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I've gotta go is short for I have got to go. So I've just said I have got to go faster and quicker. When I said I gotta go, it means I have got to go. So you need to know that gotta go means I have got to. Let me help you. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you is let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Let me is short for let me. These are common abbreviations or short forms that native speakers use often. So you need to be familiar with them. So if you understand them, if you know them, this will make things much easier for you because you already know them, so you won't have to think about them or worry about understanding them. So you already know them. So this is now the third tip is to learn one new fast English phrase every day. Every day there has got to be something new. You need to learn something new every day. You are learning a foreign language. It is going to take some time, so you need to be motivated. You don't be discouraged easily. Some people just get discouraged easily. They give up so quickly and so easily because they find it a challenge and it's difficult. No, don't do that. You've got to be patient. Be patient, but at the same time, you need to be hardworking. So every day, learn something new. Every day, one new fast English phrase. Now, you have learned I'm gonna, and I gotta, and let me. Now, I'm gonna teach you one thing else, like one more thing. Howdy. Howdy. Howdy is how are you? How are you doing? 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 Howdy. Howdy. Like, how are you? How are you? Huh? And so on. So one new English phrase. Short form or full form. Learn something new every day. So as days and weeks go, you will build up knowledge, you will build up information, you will get better, you will know more and more. And by the end of the first 6 months or the first year, you will have learned many things that are going to help you in speaking and understanding spoken English. The next step is try to speak to a real person. Try to find a real person to talk to. We said before that you could practice speaking to yourself in front of a mirror. Yes, that's good. At first, it is good. It's actually very good, especially if you are in a country where English is not spoken. So you've got to speak English, and speaking is essential and important to practice and get used to speaking English. So speaking in front of the mirror is good. And speaking to your doll, speaking in general is good. It's important to practice speaking even if you're going to speak to yourself. But it is even better to speak to a real person. So you need to try to find someone online or offline to speak English to. The internet has made it much easier. You could join some speaking group online and practice speaking to real people. And if you could find a real person to have a real conversation face to face with them, that would be much, much, much better, because in a real conversation you could have some eye contact. I know that you could practice eye contact with yourself in front of the mirror, but talking to a real person is different because you get to see how people react to you, if people understand you or not. You also get to see how you're doing, what your level in English is. Maybe you understand some certain topics and you don't understand other topics. So you will begin to really understand what your weak points are, the topics that you can understand easily and the other topics that you are not able to understand. And you can get some reaction from the other person. You can get some tips from them. They could correct your mistakes sometimes, and so on. So talking to a real person is much, much better than talking to yourself. You know, talking to yourself is a good option if you can't find anyone to talk to. But if there is a chance for you to find a real person to speak English to, that would be amazing. Now, the last tip is don't just watch videos on YouTube. I again remember that we recommended before. We recommended watching videos, English learning videos on YouTube. It's very good. These are going to help you a lot. But this is not enough. You're gonna have to push yourself even higher. You've got to go to a much higher level. We need to listen to real conversations, real life conversations in English. So it is not you're not going to listen to your teacher because you already feel comfortable. Maybe you feel comfortable listening to me. You understand me. but you need to challenge yourself by listening to real conversations, real people talking in real life situations, real life conversations. This is going to be a bit of a challenge for you, but it's important to put yourself in that situation. Try to listen to real people talking about real things and see where you're standing, how much you can understand from what they're saying. Can you understand everything? Of course, this will be amazing if you could understand everything they say, but you need to listen to real people saying real things, real conversations, real-time conversation. This is very important. So listening to videos, watching videos online, listening to your own teacher, again, it's good, but you need to listen to someone new, someone you're not familiar with, in order to test yourself, in order to get used to that too. So try listening to me, talking to myself. I'm going to talk to myself about my job. Well, I'm a teacher. Teaching is amazing. Sometimes I get these mixed feelings about teaching. Sometimes I feel that people respect me and I feel very important. The students appreciate what I'm doing for them. I think it's amazing, and I feel like this job is great. But at the same time, I sometimes get the feeling that it is putting so much pressure on me. Some people do not understand what I'm trying to do. Other people are quite unappreciative. They are ungrateful. They do not even thank me for what I'm doing to them. It is hard. So I get all these feelings sometimes, like in a single day. I get the feeling that I'm very important. Some people give me these feelings. Other people give me quite different feeling. So I don't know. I actually, at first I thought that teaching was amazing. I was feeling very excited about it. But now it's too hard to really understand where I'm standing. I don't know if I'm going to like this job in the next couple of years. But I don't know. It's difficult. Now, how much did you understand of what I said? And I wouldn't be surprised if you understood everything. That's just easy. It wasn't so fast, was it? A little bit fast, but there is even much faster style. So other people speak much faster. You're gonna have to get used to listening to fast English, trying to understand it, test yourself, challenge yourself, put yourself under that pressure. See how much you can understand, how much you can grasp. And this is very important. So try to listen to real people speaking English. Okay, in order to get used to it, in order to, maybe you can learn something new and write it down and get better, and try to see your level, where you're standing, how much English you can understand. If you found yourself in a real situation, how much and how long can you survive? How long can you stand and talk and speak in English? A minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes? That would be amazing. 5 minutes, if you could speak English for 5 minutes, that would be fantastic. Now, this is the end of our show today. I hope you learned something. And please, if you like the video, please make a subscription and like the video. And I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.